What is Palm Sunday? What is the biblical basis for celebrating Palm Sunday? How did the crowd react to Jesus' entry? What was the Pharisees' reaction? What is the importance of Palm Sunday? Palm Sunday is when Christians commemorate Jesus' entry into Jerusalem 5 days before his crucifixion and death. We read about Jesus' entry into Jerusalem in Mark chapter 11 verse 1 to 11, Matthew chapter 21 verse 1 to 11, Luke chapter 19 verse 28 to 44, and John chapter 12 verse 12 to 19. It is the Sunday before Easter, the holiday on which Christians celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. Blessing and procession of palms is an integral part of Palm Sunday services. These special ceremonies have been taking place since the end of the 4th century in Jerusalem, described in the travelogue, The Pilgrimage of Etheria. In the West, the earliest evidence of the ceremonies is found in an 8th century document, the Bobbio Sacramentary. According to the biblical narratives, on Palm Sunday, Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a colt, a young donkey that had never been ridden alongside another donkey. The disciples placed their cloaks on the colt for Jesus to ride. The Church understands Jesus' triumphant entry as the fulfillment of the prophecy of Zechariah chapter 9 verse 9, "Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout aloud, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, your king is coming to you, righteous and having salvation is he, humble and mounted on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey." Many of the people of Jerusalem who saw Jesus arrive acknowledged or treated him as royalty. Mark 11:8, for example, says, "And many spread their cloaks on the road, and others spread leafy branches that they had cut from the fields." This act of placing cloaks or palm branches on the road was an act generally used for a king or important ruler. The people of Jerusalem also sang praises of him. Matthew chapter 21 verse 9 explains, "And the crowds that went before him and that followed him were shouting, Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest." Jesus' arrival during this time of Passover week led to much attention in the city. Matthew chapter 21 verse 10-11 notes, "And when he entered Jerusalem, the whole city was stirred up, saying, Who is this? And the crowd said, This is the prophet, Jesus, from Nazareth of Galilee." Jesus' disciples did not understand the significance of the triumphal entry at the time. John chapter 12 verse 16 reveals, his disciples did not understand these things at first, but when Jesus was glorified, then they remembered that these things had been written about him and had been done to him. The Pharisees were jealous of the attention Jesus received. John chapter 12 verse 17-19 notes, "The crowd that had been with him when he called Lazarus out of the tomb and raised him from the dead continued to bear witness." The reason why the group went to meet him was that they heard he had done this sign. So the Pharisees said to one another, "You see that you are gaining nothing. Look, the world has gone after him." There are many reasons the triumphal entry of Jesus was necessary. It served as a fulfillment of prophecy, recognized the role of Jesus, and prepared the way for the events that led to his death and resurrection. It also reminds us of recognizing Jesus as the king he is, not necessarily as the king we desire. The people who shouted Hosanna later exclaimed, "Crucify him." They wanted deliverance from Roman rule. Jesus came to deliver us on a much deeper level from the power of sin. The triumphal entry is something Christians continue to celebrate and commemorate today. Truly Jesus is our deliverer and king, worthy of our praise and adoration.